What really happened on that plane? The truth behind the viral Jungkook and Taehyung incident. On August 4, 2025, what began as an ordinary flight to the United States turned into an emotional storm for armies around the world. A short video clip recorded by a fellow passenger inside an airplane cabin sparked panic, speculation, and even tears among BTS fans. At the center of the storm were none other than Jungkook and Taehyung, two of the most beloved members of BTS. The recording captured what appeared to be a deeply concerning situation, Taehyung seemingly suffering from a nosebleed mid-flight, and Jungkook reacting with visible urgency, holding him closely and protectively. The clip quickly circulated online, with fans dissecting every frame. Jungkook's eyes looked unusually serious, and his movements sharp and focused, as if dealing with a crisis. It appeared that Taehyung collapsed slightly, and Jungkook instinctively pulled him into his lap, whispering to him while holding his hand tightly. The emotional weight of the scene was intensified by eyewitness claims that emergency medical teams were already waiting at the airport when the plane landed. The dramatic footage showed Jungkook refusing to release Taehyung's hand even as staff attempted to lead them away. For armies watching across the globe, the moment felt raw and terrifying. Social media exploded with hashtags like #ProtectTaehyung and #StayStrongJungkook, and messages of concern poured in. One particularly viral post from user at GoldenKoo97 said, "I've never seen Jungkook this serious. You could see in his eyes, he was afraid of losing someone he loves." That sentiment captured the emotional wave armies were experiencing. Even media outlets couldn't ignore the magnitude of the reaction, with several major Korean and international sources attempting to contact BTS's agency for clarity. Eventually, Big Hit Music did respond, but with a short and vague statement, "Taehyung is fine and just needs rest." This minimal explanation only heightened suspicion, with many believing the company was downplaying a more serious incident. Fans and observers alike began pointing out the duo's demanding schedules leading up to the trip, which included fashion events and an alleged secret meeting that sparked rumors of an upcoming collaboration. The theory grew that Taehyung was simply overwhelmed, physically and mentally. Then came more eyewitness accounts. Some passengers claimed Jungkook had pleaded with cabin crew to expedite medical support before landing. Others noted how security staff blocked off part of the arrival gate to give the duo privacy, creating an impression that something urgent had occurred. Footage showed Jungkook tightly hugging Taehyung, then patting his back before stepping aside for the supposed medical team. It was a moment that moved millions to tears. However, as the hours passed and speculation turned into concern, the truth slowly emerged. After more than 48 hours of silence, Big Hit Music finally issued a more detailed clarification, and with it, the emotional roller coaster took an unexpected turn. According to the official statement and new testimonies from passengers seated nearby, the viral moment was entirely misunderstood. There had been no emergency, no serious nosebleed, and certainly no urgent medical condition. What truly happened was a brief, lighthearted interaction between the two friends. Taehyung had sneezed, and was joking around while wiping his nose with tissue, an innocent act captured mid-moment by a nearby camera. That frame, without any context, gave the illusion of a health scare. Even the idea of a medical team waiting at the airport was debunked. Officials confirmed the individuals seen near the gate were standard protocol staff and security personnel regularly assigned to escort high-profile celebrities. Their appearance happened to coincide with BTS's arrival, which fueled the rumors even further. Big Hit's statement emphasized that both Jungkook and Taehyung were healthy and that no medical emergency had occurred. They also called for fans to verify facts before spreading content that could cause unnecessary fear and confusion. Yet, despite the truth being revealed, the emotional impact of the moment remained. Armies had already experienced a whirlwind of panic and heartbreak, all sparked by a cropped video and assumptions. Many fans admitted that the emotional weight of watching Jungkook seemingly panic over Taehyung had shaken them deeply. They believed the moment, real or misinterpreted, revealed the intense love and brotherhood between the two idols. One could argue that the most powerful aspect of this incident wasn't the misinformation itself, but the fan reaction. Thousands poured out their support not just for Taehyung's well-being but for Jungkook's visible concern. Fans were moved by his unwavering presence by Taehyung's side, his tear-filled eyes, and the way he didn't let go even when asked to step aside. It reminded many that idols, behind the glamorous performances and curated social media posts, are human, capable of love, fear, and deep emotion. Furthermore, this incident sparked broader conversations about the responsibilities of fan communities and the power of media in shaping narratives. A simple sneeze, coupled with a tissue and a protective gesture from a friend, had been blown into a full-blown medical drama. It highlighted how easily misinformation can spread and how quickly emotions can override facts in the fast-paced world of online fandom. Still, some eyewitnesses remain convinced that Jungkook's reaction wasn't entirely theatrical. One anonymous source claimed that Jungkook looked visibly distressed during the flight and was seen pacing in the aisle before returning to Taehyung's side. This led some fans to theorize that while there may not have been a medical emergency, something deeper might have been troubling the duo, perhaps stress, fatigue, or the pressure of their public lives. Regardless of the truth behind Jungkook's behavior, one thing is undeniable: the love ARMY has for BTS is unmatched. A single video created a global wave of emotion, not because of what was factually happening, but because fans believed something had gone terribly wrong. And that belief was rooted in genuine concern. The situation also revealed the profound bond between Jungkook and Taehyung. Whether helping during a real emergency or simply being present during a small moment of vulnerability, Jungkook's devotion to Taehyung shone clearly. Now, with both idols continuing their schedules in the US, fans are slowly breathing easier. Still, the incident remains a stark reminder of how stories can be distorted, and how important it is to approach viral content with caution. In the end, the plain moment may not have been a medical emergency, but it was something else entirely: a raw display of friendship, trust, and care. Something so human, it resonated more than any press release ever could. And for millions of ARMYs watching, that emotional truth will linger far longer than the headlines.